Alright, so let's take a look, which I started a little bit, at Hogwarts Legacy pre-order trailer, and I will go over the picture quality a bit. And this is from Nintendo itself, right? Nintendo of America, so the picture should look as it should, and the comparison should be fair, basically. I hope. And okay, we'll stop right here, literally. And I said this in another video. I think the most important difference that you see here, it's literally just the blacks. Okay, so wait. Why did they leave the light on here? The light closed on the other one. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I think you can see a reflection here. Okay, all right. And the sharpness here. I am not a professional. I'm gonna say that for all my videos. The sharpness here is like this looks not very smooth. This hopefully looks more smooth, but they turned the light off, so I can't tell. But the main difference that I want to say that from a lot of trailer I've seen for the Switch 2 is that it's literally just a black. Okay, that's the biggest difference you'll notice here. All right, here you see obviously the grays, and here's more black, which I believe we call that contrast. The difference between the white and the blacks. And here the contrast is way. At least I think it's just a contrast. It looks like the blacks are lowered way more. The contrast higher, the blacks are lowered, meaning they look more black. And that is the most visually thing that pops out and makes it, in my opinion, look out like a more drastic change than it actually should be. And honestly, I just don't understand why. Why do you make games look like this? I have a PS4 and a PS5. I remember playing PS4 games. I was like, okay, my black on my OLED TV, which are like very good for blacks, they look a little grayish, And then it's the game doing it. Like, why? You know? And then went back, sorry, in my PS4, black just looked horrible. PS5 looked horrible for some reason, a little bit more. Compared to my PS4 where the black looked good. Because in the new games, I guess somehow they decided this is what it should look like. Who the hell decided that? This is what games should look like, the blacks. This gives a more perception of depth to the game. And this is what you want. And suddenly, now that we're switching back to this, I feel like we're switching back to this, at least from the games I played. Very few. I don't play that much anymore. That this is correct. This is nicer. This is better. Somehow, the jump from this to this. Okay? Obviously, this is the resolution change and all that. But the blacks, why did you suddenly decide to go to this? Because obviously this was better. But it's like it feels like kind of cheap blow somehow. Obviously here more powerful, so sharpener looks, I think it's called anti-aliasing or something. It's much nicer here. But honestly, if you gave me just better blacks on this one, which the old console, the newer console for sure, and like PS5 and stuff like that, and the old Switch should be able to do, no? Or is this what you call shadows? Which I don't think you call this shadows, because it just looks like better black, and I don't think this is shadows. But one of the things that's bad about this, I guess, is how the black level is much more deeper, but then you feel like you lose details like you can't see here, right? But here you can still make out the wall here, and the lines on top here more, the edges of the books or wherever that is. But other than that, yeah, I prefer this one. I can see this situation where the grayish look, it could help. It's like an FPS or something, or like very low lighting games where you really want to see the details, Other than that, why not? Why couldn't you not make this black level here? I just feel it's a decision that somebody made, and that's pretty dumb. I messed up right there. because that's basically the main thing I wanted to talk about, which is the black levels, making it look like it's a big drastic change when I feel it's really not. In terms of picture quality, obviously the sharpness and resolution, you'll see it, but the black level is what you'll make me think at the moment, whoa, Switch looks much better, like a drastically better thing. And I kind of agree, because why would you choose this grayish look? But my point becomes, why couldn't you, developer or whoever it was, make this grayish look go away and make it look more black? We'll never know. Maybe there's a specific reason for it. Again, I'm not a professional. There's more changes obviously to the Switch too. I just want to mention the black levels, which is like the biggest, I feel.